Good morning and welcome to Unchained Generations Financial Education Channel. I'm going to be using this channel to document my journey as I learned how to trade stocks. So I'm hoping that this video will inspire at least one person. I want to see people break free from financial chains, much like in my family. There's this cycle of poverty from generation to generation. And my mission in my life is to break those chains of poverty. I want to really secure real and lasting generational wealth. And I believe what I've learned and what I'm learning is going to help me to do that. So I just want to document and um, see if maybe someone can help me as well, and also help someone along the way. So here goes. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing how I set up my charts in the mornings. Right now it is 9:14 a.m. and the stock market opens at 9:30. I am starting a little bit late because this is my first recording and so many moving parts in trying to get this video done. So I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you what I do each morning. The next video that I will be doing will be on how I set up um, Robinhood Legend to monitor and trade stocks. Okay. All right.
All right. Um, so what I have here on the left are the stocks that I'm watching. So this is my watch list, and I entitled it Scalp because these are the stocks I'm going to be trading options, and I plan to just trade on a very short time frame. So usually when the market opens and whenever there's high volume in the market, so I plan to just come in here, um, buy the options contract and quickly sell them. So I'm supposed to have about 6 to 10 on this list, but right now I have 16. And so what I'm going to be doing is um, updating this just to ensure that I have the top 6 to 10 most volatile stocks. Right? Here I have my in the middle here where it says individual. This will show you your individual balance and your buying power. This is good to know because you want to know how much buying power you have for the day, especially if you're using a cash account. If you're using a margin account, I guess it doesn't matter. But for a cash account, you want to know how much buying power you have and how much options buying power you have. So it's good to have this here for when you're about to execute a trade. Now, what I usually do is I usually have this here on a different screen, but if I put it on a different screen right now, you guys won't be able to see it. So I'm going to leave it right here. So all of these windows are connected. I don't know if you notice this blue um, square. It's linking all of my windows together. So if I click on PLTR, um, once I click on that ticker symbol, it would load the respective data for that symbol. So you see the positions here, um, and then chart, and then this is where I would look at my options contract. Not really sure why this positions window is here, but I'm gonna Oh no, 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 no. I can't do that. So the positions window, I was about to delete it, but it's when I initiate a trade, I can quickly see that trade here. I can monitor it easily. And then when I see that it is time to take profit or it's time to kill the trade, I can easily access it from here. All right. So I'm gonna just pick one of the stocks right now that I want to work with this morning as an example. I'm gonna go to where I can see the volume and I will sort based on volume right now. It's 9:23, so there's not a lot, but I see which the top two that has the most volume right now, and that's NVIDIA and Tesla. I am going to go to NVIDIA's chart, and what I usually do, this is something that I learned from not another, but a master uh, educator in this field. His name is Oliver Velez, and it's learning how to identify the Fab Four zone, and it becomes this resistance zone. And so when you identify that zone, you are able to figure out, okay, if my stock opens outside of that zone in the right position, then you will have a better idea of how to play for that day. All right, so I'm gonna do it for the video. My chart is a little squished. I'm gonna try to, um, it's okay. I'll just try to work with this. Let's see. So the first thing to identify the Fab4 zone is you need your 100 period moving average. And mine here is this red line here. And then you need the 200 simple moving average. And it is this blue line here. So those are the two indicators you would need. And honestly, these are the only two indicators I use right now on my chart and some lines to help me to figure out what the trade is doing. So um, what I'm gonna do is first I am going to, so I've already identified those two things. Now there's three other things that you need to know to identify the Fab4 zone. You need the previous day close. And when you look at NVIDIA, it says previous close was 126.63. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna get my line and I'm gonna go to 126.63. And it's already marked down here a little bit, but I want to use a bigger line. I'll make that color white. Done. Um, and then the next thing you want is the previous day high and previous day low. So let me grab that. So, and that's from the last 45 minutes of the day. So I see this here is the high. I'm gonna put it there. And then I'm gonna identify the low last the last day, and I'm putting it right there. So now what you want to do is draw a box around this area using the highest line and the lowest line. And that will become your Fab4 zone. So I'm going to take my rectangle feature here and I'm just going to draw a box. If it would let me. So I'm going to draw a box here. Yep, there it is. You have to click to release. It's a little sticky. And let me just move this. and then I want to extend it out because as the day moves along, I want to see whether or not the stock stays trapped in this Fab 4 resistance zone or whether it falls through it. So now if at 9:30 the stock opens below this zone, then I'll know that hey, there might be more down more downward trend, especially since the 20 simple moving average is trending down right now, right? And then it's also relatively close to the 200. So if it opens below here, I know that it would be a downward down might have the potential to continue going down, right? Um, right, I see the volume is slowly going up here, and then for Tesla, I'll load that up, and we can just kind of do the same thing here for Tesla. It closed out at 302.80. So you could just draw a line. We can draw a line. It doesn't have to be completely exact. And then at least I think so. If somebody can correct me on that, let me know. And then previous day, like high, and then previous day low. And as you see, the market just opened, so things are starting to move. Um, Previous day low, and then you have your moving averages, which is one's all the way up there. So when we draw our square around everything, we have to make sure that it catches that line up there. All right. And so now this is our Fab 4 zone here that we're going to be monitoring. So right now, it's in the Fab 4 zone. I'm not going to do anything with this one just yet. I'm going to wait to see if there is a pattern. The simple moving average is moving upwards. So we'll see. We'll see if, if the trend develops. And then for the video, let's look at that one. And if you see, it opened outside of our Fab 4 zone, and it's trending upward. And so we get these other things here. So that's a huge, powerful green candle with a lot of resistance below it. So we'll see though how it plays out. I don't even know if I have enough buying power to buy this. So we see right after that, we'll see if there's any follow through. So if there's some follow through and the trend is developing, then I'll jump right into it. But we'll see. And as a reminder, I am a novice. Novice. I don't really know what I'm doing. I am learning. So I just want you to learn with me. Learn and grow with me. Okay? All right. Let's see. Okay. So I want you to see that I am starting off with a $243 buying power. I don't think you can really see my phone. I don't think you can see it, but it says don't know how to show you my phone, but I have a 200. I'm gonna try to see if I can show you on here. I don't want to show my whole account balance because that's from like previous years of like investing. I want to show you what I actually have in my account um to trade and what I'm starting off with. Let me see if I can block. Can I block anything? I don't think I can block. I don't know how to do it, but take my word for it. I have $243.40. And so my goal is to take that, and it's a crazy goal, take that $243 and turn it into $2 million. Hey, in order to be successful, sometimes you just have to be very crazy. And maybe I'm just the right amount of crazy to do it. All right. All right, so there was no follow through here. All right, so there was no follow through. So I'm not going to jump into that one. I'll look at Tesla. Mm, okay, it's looking good. It's coming out of the trap zone. So I might see what I could do. Um, but if you look at the calls here, even at a very low, very high strike price, I can't afford any of these. This is a $940 contract. I can't afford that. So I'm gonna have to sit that one out, right? Um, Even if I go far, far, far out of the money, I still don't have enough to cover that in this account. So I'm not going to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my Fidelity account, and that's gonna be off screen because I don't want to lose this opportunity if there's one. And I'm gonna trade there. So do got a little bit more buying power there. So let's see. All right. I'm going to Tesla. And then once I am Tesla, Tesla, buy the open, one call, and then the strike price needs to be close. Ooh, oh, it's like I have to go way out the money if I'm gonna be able to afford any of this. So I'm placing my order. I'm gonna see if it gets filled. Oh, yep, they got filled. But let's see them. Let's see if I got myself in problems. Right. I'm gonna move this window over. Well, no, I'm gonna keep it. So right now I'm up $11. And I'm gonna put my stop loss like around, well, I just want to lose one bar. So I'm gonna put it here, but I might pull it down a little bit so I don't get stopped out. All right, so I'm gonna make this line red because that's the line that I don't want to cross. All right, I want it to reverse back down here. If it does, I'll move it down just a smidge because that's sometimes it's a trick. All right, so right now I'm up $24. So I guess my goal is to see if I can make $100 in a day. Um, and then one of the things that I need to be doing is setting, okay, how much am I willing to lose? And I said it here, but I think it's too, it doesn't give the stock room to run. And so sometimes I have to like pull it, pull it back down just a little bit. Um, but when I have this here, I have this screen. Let me show you what my Fidelity screen is like that, right? And I'm ready to sell this, sell to close. I just refresh. I refresh to see where it's at. My gain is $29 and I'll just preview and sell. So I'm in a window where I am ready to go. I'm ready to sell. So I'm just monitoring on this here, and then I will be selling once I'm at a good price. All right, see, came back down a little and already it's saying that I'm at a -1. Ah, so all those gains right here is gone. And you see how like it's kind of dancing towards my line, but yeah, I'm not gonna be afraid because the 20 period moving average is trending upwards. So we shall see how this plays out. But my job is to, if it doesn't work out the way that thought, it's supposed to work out, then I exit the trade. So right there, you see how it's coming down to my line? I can move it down just a smidge. If I had a stop loss, that would have taken me out of the trade. So that's why I manually do it. So usually there's a lot of silence when I'm doing this alone. It's a lot of deep breaths and waiting. Woo. That you get that adrenaline rush. See, it's coming back down to my line again, but I'm gonna be patient. It did come down more than halfway, and it's coming down even more. So I think um that I'm gonna be exiting this trade. Yep. Yeah. All right. Um, that's all I have for today. I am going to jump off and you have a wonderful and blessed day. And I praise God for everything that we have accomplished here today. I bless his holy and mighty and righteous name. In Jesus' name, amen. All right.